YouTube! Well, it's a new year, and with every new year people make a lot of resolutions in terms of their diet and fitness and exercise. And so in today's vlog I thought I would talk a little bit about my journey with diet and fitness over the years. And with me, I've struggled with weight a lot in the last 15 years or so. Started with a doctor who put me on some medication that within a 6-month period made me gain over 50 pounds, which completely shocked me at the time. And as the weight started coming on, I started eating less and less. I was, switching to eating just salads. I was walking 3 miles a day. I was doing a lot of things because I thought maybe I wasn't eating enough, eating healthy enough, maybe I wasn't exercising enough, etc. And I kept working on that, and eventually came to realize it must be the medication because I was eating really healthy, I was exercising, etc. Eventually got off that medication and had other doctors look at me and got my issues resolved that I was suffering from at the time. But ever since then I have struggled with my weight and have been kind of yo-yoing a lot, as most people are familiar with. And now I know the extra factor is also my age. As you all know, I'm 40, and that is not helping my metabolism any. And I've struggled with many different, diet changes, lifestyle changes, trying to do regular exercise. I do not like exercise at all. I do not get a runner's high. I do not get endorphin rushes from exercise. I am completely miserable when I exercise every time. I'm a very sedentary person, and that's probably one of the many reasons why I tend to gain weight. So I struggle with that a lot. One kind of diet plan that has worked for me in the past that I've not been consistent with over the years is eating more of a low-carb diet. I've never actually followed Atkins, but I have followed the Fat Flush plan, which is also a low-carb variant on diets, although it's a lot more strict and there's a lot more rules and things. And I struggle with these diets because of how many rules and things there are, things that you have to watch for and not watch for, and measure and things. And it's just, I struggle with all of that. I need something simple to follow. And one of the things I finally had success with last year, and am doing more again this year, is just sticking to something simple with a low-carb diet. And that means eating enough protein every day, usually in the form of meat, chicken, fish, steak, lamb, sometimes pork. I'm not a big pork fan except for ham and bacon and things. But then also pairing that with fruits and vegetables. I'm a big fan of fruits and vegetables, and I know with Atkins you're very restricted on the fruits and you got to be careful with how many vegetables you eat. With the Fat Flush plan, it's the opposite. You want to eat just a very regulated amount of protein, and you can have unlimited vegetables, but not certain kinds. And so it just gets so complicated. And for me, I was like, okay, screw it. I am going to simplify this down to just eating a nice piece of protein, whether it's, a scrambled egg in the morning for breakfast, or a nice steak, or a nice grilled chicken breast, or something like that. And then having a nice serving of whatever vegetable I want, and maybe a salad or something on the side. And then I'll snack on things like nuts and fruit and that kind of thing. And so I've eliminated, for the most part, no bread, no pasta, no donuts or cake or cookies or ice cream, nothing with sugar in it other than what's naturally occurring in the fruit. And I try and limit how much starches I'm eating, so really kind of dialing back on the potatoes and the rice. While they're still good, you don't want to have too much of that. And I lost about 17 pounds doing that last year, and my cholesterol dropped from 280 down to 218, which was really good, and I'm hoping it'll drop further this year. And I was suffering a lot from gallbladder attacks, and I was really afraid that I was going to need a gallbladder surgery. And my gallbladder has not acted up at all in, goodness, 6, 8, 9 months now. It's been amazing. So I'm really happy with this diet, and it seems pretty easy to stay on as long as I focus on it. And avoid getting tempted by desserts and things. And one thing I did not change with the way I live is alcohol consumption. I'm not a big alcohol drinker, but I do enjoy a nice glass of wine or two, or maybe a beer or something in the evenings with my dinner. And I know that they have a lot of carbs, but I figure if I reduce all the other carbs in my diet, that I can still allow myself those carbs. And so far that's been working for me really well, and I'm really happy with how things are going so far. The one missing component that I was not consistent with last year was exercise. And I know exercise is important, but as I said earlier, I really hate exercise. And I've tried so many different things. We have an elliptical in the house, which is currently broken down, and I was trying to use that, but I get bored very quickly on it. Tried going on longer walks with the dogs every day. But our older dog, Joey, he's not really older, but he's the bigger one, he's very rambunctious on walks. And he drives me absolutely crazy with trying to chase squirrels down and things. And so I have to limit how long the walks are with them, so that's not going to be enough exercise. So now we have a Wii game system. And so I thought, well, what the heck, let me try playing with that. And the Wii I had, I bought it from a friend of mine, and it came with the Wii Active game or exercise system. And I was pretty happy with it, but it didn't have any warm-ups or cool-downs, and my muscles were just absolutely screaming at me. And it didn't have a heart rate monitor and things. So I went ahead and bought the Wii Active 2, which comes with the heart rate monitor and more advanced sensors, so you don't need the Wii controller all the time. And I'm really liking that system very well. It's really nice because I'm only doing 4 workouts a week for about a half an hour. The workouts really kick my butt, but it's only half an hour, so I know it's not going to last forever, and I just kind of power through it, and so far I've been sticking to it. I mean, it's just a little over a week now, so, and I'm on a 9-week challenge, so I'm hoping that I can keep going. And I'm going to try and vlog some of my progress along the way as a way of keeping myself honest and keeping myself on the diet or on the exercise program. So, so wish me luck on that, because I have a hard time, really hard time sticking to an exercise program. So anyway, so that's where I'm at right now, is trying to stick to a nice low-carb lifestyle and trying to incorporate some exercise every day, well, every day, but about 4 times a week. Not including if I do any housework or grocery shopping and that kind of thing, because that's kind of exercise, you know. And I do yard, especially once spring comes, I'll be doing more yard work and things, so that's gonna add to my exercise as well. So anyway, do you exercise? Do you diet? Do you just not care and you're happy with where you're at with your fitness? If you have a fitness plan that works really well for you, that you're happy with, you know, leave a comment down below or a video response. I'd love to hear what other people do with their diets and what works for them, because I know everyone is different. So anyway, until next time, bye.